Most millionaires don't drive supercars, win the lottery, or earn celebrity salaries. Instead, they follow a few simple money habits that most people ignore. And one of those habits could completely change your financial future. Today, you'll learn the exact habits that consistently create wealth, and the final one may be the most important of all. Most people believe wealth starts with a bigger paycheck. They think, if I could just earn more money, my financial problems would disappear. But reality tells a different story. There are doctors earning six figures who live paycheck to paycheck. There are teachers, office workers, and ordinary employees who quietly build substantial wealth over time. Why? Because wealth and income are not the same thing. Income is what you earn. Wealth is what you keep, grow, and own. The truth is that financial success is rarely built by one big decision. It's built by small decisions repeated consistently for years. Let's look at the habits that separate wealth builders from everyone else. Habit 1. They pay themselves first. Most people save whatever money is left over at the end of the month. The problem? There's usually very little left. Bills arrive. Shopping happens. Subscriptions renew. Unexpected expenses show up. And saving becomes an afterthought. Wealthy people often follow a different system. The moment they get paid, they automatically move money into savings or investments. Before spending. Before entertainment. Before anything else. This strategy is called pay yourself first. It turns saving from an option into a priority. Even if it's only 5% or 10% of your income, consistency matters more than the amount. Imagine two people. Person A earns $120,000 per year and saves nothing. Person B earns $60,000 but consistently invests 15%. After enough years, Person B could end up significantly wealthier. Because wealth isn't determined by what enters your bank account, it's determined by what stays there and grows. Habit 2. They avoid lifestyle inflation. One of the biggest enemies of wealth is something called lifestyle inflation. Here's how it works. You get a raise. You upgrade your car. You move into a bigger house. You buy more expensive clothes. You increase your spending to match your income. Suddenly, you're earning more but feeling no richer. Many people spend their entire lives trapped in this cycle. Every raise becomes a reason to spend more. Wealth builders think differently. When their income increases, they don't immediately increase their lifestyle. Instead, they direct a significant portion toward investments and assets. For example, a $500 monthly raise invested consistently over decades can potentially grow into hundreds of thousands of dollars. That's the power of giving your future self a raise instead of your lifestyle. Remember, looking rich and being rich are two very different things. Habit 3. They know where their money goes. Ask the average person where their money went last month. You'll often hear, "I'm not really sure." Ask someone serious about building wealth. They usually know. Not because they're obsessed with money. Because they're paying attention. Tracking expenses reveals financial leaks. Maybe you're spending hundreds each month on food delivery. Maybe subscriptions are quietly draining your account. Maybe impulse purchases are costing more than you realize. A budget isn't about restriction. It's about awareness. Because you cannot improve what you don't measure. Even spending 10 minutes each week reviewing your finances can dramatically improve your financial decisions. Wealth builders don't guess. They track. Habit 4. They invest consistently. Many people believe investing requires a lot of money. That's one of the most expensive myths in personal finance. The biggest advantage in investing isn't having more money. It's having more time. Unfortunately, many people keep waiting. Waiting for the perfect market. Waiting for a better economy. Waiting until they earn more. waiting until they feel ready. And years pass. Wealth builders focus on consistency instead of perfection. They invest regularly. Every month. Every year. Whether markets are rising or falling. Why? Because they understand a simple truth. Time in the market is often more powerful than timing the market. The earlier money starts compounding, the harder it works. Compounding is when your money earns returns, and then those returns begin earning returns too. It's one of the most powerful wealth-building forces in existence. Habit 5. They use debt carefully. Debt can either build wealth or destroy it. The difference depends on how it's used. Many people accumulate debt buying things that lose value. Cars they can't afford. Luxury items. Impulse purchases. Buy now pay later spending. High-interest credit card balances. The real danger isn't just the debt. It's the interest. Interest can work for you through investing. Or it can work against you through debt. Every dollar paid in unnecessary interest is a dollar that can't be invested. Wealth builders understand this. They focus on reducing high-interest debt and keeping more of their money working for them. Because the less money flowing to lenders, the more money can flow toward assets. Habit 6. They continue learning about money. Many people spend years learning how to make money. Few spend time learning how money actually works. Wealth builders are lifelong learners. They read books, listen to financial podcasts, study investing, learn tax basics, understand risk, and improve their decision-making. This matters because one smart financial decision can be worth thousands of dollars. Sometimes even hundreds of thousands over a lifetime. Financial knowledge won't automatically make you wealthy. But financial ignorance can be incredibly expensive. The more you understand money, the better your decisions become. Habit 7. They build multiple income streams. Relying on one source of income can be risky. If that paycheck disappears, financial pressure arrives immediately. That's why many wealthy individuals eventually build multiple streams of income. This doesn't happen overnight. And it doesn't have to start big. It could be dividend investments, a side business, freelance work, rental properties, digital products, online businesses, royalties. The goal isn't to work 24 hours a day. The goal is to create additional sources of income that strengthen your financial position. Because when multiple income streams work together, wealth often grows faster and becomes more resilient. Habit 8. They think long-term. This may be the most important habit in this entire video. Most financial mistakes happen because people focus on immediate gratification. They ask, "What do I want today?" Wealth builders ask a different question. What will benefit me 5, 10, or 20 years from now? That shift changes everything. Before making a purchase, they think about the opportunity cost. Before taking on debt, they consider future consequences. Before investing, they think in decades, not days. The stock market may fluctuate this week. But wealth is usually built over years. The people who win financially aren't necessarily the smartest. They're often the most patient. They stay committed long enough for good decisions to compound. Conclusion. Notice something about these habits. None require a six-figure income. None require extraordinary intelligence. None require winning the lottery. They're simple. But they're powerful, and when practiced consistently, they can completely transform your financial future. The biggest wealth-building secret isn't a stock tip. It's not a side hustle. It's not a shortcut. It's developing habits that put money to work for you year after year. The choices you make today can determine where you are financially a decade from now. So the question is, Which of these habits are you going to start applying today? If you found this video helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more practical money and investing content. And in the comments, tell me, which wealth-building habit do you already practice, and which one do you need to improve? Because building wealth doesn't happen overnight. It happens one smart financial decision at a time.